Hi everyone, Marion Empson here. I know I don't show my face much, and I probably should have done my hair, but if you saw my video on the xTool M1 Ultra machine that I've just been given, still can't believe they gave me one, thank you again, you'll know how much I love it. I can't control my excitement. I'm very much a move my hands person. I just talk with my eyes, and yeah, I absolutely love it. And one of the things I love about machines, because I love power tools, I've got my own set of power tools. I just love all things like that. Why I never thought of a laser before, I don't know. And I did feel a little bit intimidated at first, I've got to say. And then I actually used it and I'm like, oh my goodness, this is so much fun. The downside, I said to a few people before on the comments, was my mind is going into pure overdrive. I cannot stop thinking about all the things I can do. And I need to just write them down and do them. But I don't. I just store them all in my head and then I can't sleep and I'm like, argh. Anyway, I was playing with the foil tip. In fact, I showed one of the projects with the foil tip, and one of the ladies said, it's still, even though you've used a bold tip, it's still a very fine line. And I was like, oh yeah. And then I thought, oh, well, actually, that's because I did use like a fine line design. The butterflies were, I think they're called single line designs, and that's what I'd used. So then I started having a little play with it, and I thought, right, okay, let's go in with something a bit bolder, and let me just show you what I've done. I just love it. Now I don't know whether you're going to be able to see it properly. Look at this. Can you see? I'm just moving it around just in case it's catching it in different ways. But look, oh, there it is, look at that. So I managed to do a multicolour foiling technique with it. And I'm like, oh my goodness. So I've gone ahead and I just used my, where are they? My lovely Sizzix round dies. And I've cut out some foil. This is just hot foil. So I just went in and cut some circles out, and I'll cut a square out. The reason I cut a circle out is because I found this. Now this is quite shiny. It's shiny on both sides. It's wooden, and then obviously it's laminated. I don't know how this is going to react, but I thought I'd give it a go. Hence cutting the circles out, because then I can just stick them to it and see what happens. So I'm going to cut a bit more foil out just to do this again, seeing as I've got that up on my computer. I'm just going to do the old suck it up buttercup, and let's see what happens, shall we? So let's go over to the computer. Okay, so here we are. I've already got my little image come up, my suck it up buttercup. I love this. My friend Polly always says it. She says a lot of things, but this is one of her sayings. And so I've got that on there. I'm going to go back in here and I'm going to change a few things because I done it. And this only happened as an accident, because when I first done it, I done it at 360, the pressure, and I think I done it at 20 for the speed. I done bold, and I done field transfer. Okay, that's all the same. And I've got my foil transfer tip on here. So if you're not sure, when you go to choose what you want, you've got your laser in, if you've got the rollers, your pens, blade cut, printing, multi-module. Multi-module is amazing. And I think I showed that in my previous video, because you can print and then cut all in one go. You haven't got to change things out, and that's fantastic. Anyway, I've got the foil transfer tip on. Now, what I need to do, I've already got this done like that from when I done that other one. So I'm just going to delete that marked area, and I'm going to go in and remark it. This is one of my favourite things. There's a few favourite things on this machine. Honestly, some people said, oh, it looks really sort of hard to use. It's not, honestly. And I know my brain sort of works towards these sort of things, but I did find it really easy. Even though I was intimidated at first, it's easy. Anyway, you go to where this mark processing area is. It looks like a little flag in a golf ball doodah. Anyway, and then you go to mark. Oh, it wants me to home. Let me just do home in. I've got to close the lid. See, it tells you everything. Okay, let's open the lid. So, I've got my foil tip in here in this X carriage, the xTool carriage, and I've flipped over my bit at the top here. I don't think you can see that. Let's bring this down. I love that I can just move this around. And that actually locks it in place. So, now, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a red cross. I'm going to go right in the corner there. One little beep. Come down. And in the corner there. 2 little beeps, and then I can go back over to the computer and then tell it that that's where it's marked. Okay, here we go. So we've got our marking, so we do end marking and done. So that tells me that's the size of my card. So I could move this around. I know that I've got my foil sort of roughly centered. So there's, oh, if I click it again, you can just see there's a blue line horizontally and a blue line vertically. I now know that that's smack in the middle. So I am now going to, oh, I also told it that I had just coloured cardboard underneath, which is like cardstock. So I'm going to go to process. I'm going to press start, so it tells me that the foil transfer tip is in. So again, you can't go wrong. Press start, and then I go over to the machine and I press the start button there. Okay, so here I am back at the machine. I'm just going to press the start button. That's the big silver button at the front, and it just positions itself, and now it starts going. And I'll whiz through that, and then we'll have a look at it and then put the next colour on there. Okay, so when it beeps, then you know that it's finished. So let me lift the lid. I just want to make sure that avoids my camera. Is it going to hit it? Oh, not bad. Right, now I've got my second colour. I've got a few little bits missing in this, but that's okay. So let me just, I want to leave the card here. Leave. I'm going to lift that off. Oh, sorry, just knocked the camera. Place that down. And then put these guys back on just to hold it in place. Okay, I'm going to pop the lid back down. I'm going to go back over to the computer and I'm going to tell it to process again, and it should go in exactly the same area. Okay, let's see if it worked me second time. You saw me first one at the beginning. Oh, yeah. Oh, I could probably go in and do a little bit more there. Let's just move this over. Oh, look at that. I don't know if you're getting the light on it actually. Can you see that? It looks like it hasn't taken when you look straight on and you give it a little flick. Oh, it's lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Really nice. I love this. And you could probably do a third colour, but I really want to try the wooden piece. I don't know if this is going to work or not. Let's give it a go. Hang on. Okay, so what I've done, I've got this piece, I've got the hole there, and I've just stuck a bit. You need to stick it down because otherwise it's going to move, isn't it? So let me just stick that to my mat. And oh no, look, I've got bits on there. Right, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn it over. I did actually buy some new mats, so if these are losing a bit of their stick, I can always go in and use a new one. But I want it to be nice and sticky so it doesn't move. Okay, so now I need to go and do that marking again. This time I'm going to do circle. Right, so back to here. So I click that. I'm going to do process again and go back. I'm coming back here. I'm going to delete the marked area. It's going to tell me to put the lid down, isn't it? I'm going to go to mark. This time I'm going to tell it to do a circle. So I want it to be about there, there and there. Whether I get this right or not, I don't know. So let's go back over to the machine and do that. Okay, so it said about there, and then about there. This is all sort of give and take, and about there. So I'm going to pop the lid down without knocking the phone. End marking, looks like I've got a nice circle, brilliant. So now I can take this, get that centered. Right, I feel, I wonder if I can change my thing. If I tell it, I might need to, user defined. If I tell it it's a basswood, I'll tell it it's 3mm because it does feel like it's 3mm. So I'm going to tell it it's that. See, that's saying a pressure of 45. I don't know that that's going to touch that. I don't know. let's just go. Let's go. What did I go on the other one? 360. Let's go 360. And see what happens. If it goes wrong, it goes wrong. It's trial and error, isn't it? So go to process, foil transfer tip, start, and then I can go to the machine and press start. And we'll come back when that's done. Okay, I can see it looks like it's ripping it a bit. So I'm just going to stop it back over at the computer and bring that pressure down. So I've just gone in and cancelled it. I'm going to go back to process again and then go back to back. So obviously, because it's higher than the cardstock, maybe 45, what they said was right. Maybe I should listen to them and not me. No, I'm going to try 260 and just see what that does. So it's going to go back over the same bit. Maybe I could have just pressed pause and done it back from there. I don't know. Okay. Let's reveal it. Oh, sorry. Not the camera. Right. I want to try and keep it there in case I need it. I probably did do it a bit. Oh. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Okay, it's actually gone in. It's actually debossed it. Oh. So the foil's only worked a tiny bit. So maybe what they said, 45, was right. Do you know what? Let's try that. I think it said 45, didn't it? I know you can't feel it, guys, but actually that's actually quite nice. I know, like, I wonder if I could get this off. Don't know. Let's just try this. Let's stick this in and see if we can. I'll bring the pressure down, because obviously that was heavy. See, I don't listen to the professionals, do I? I'm not saying 45 is going to work. It's I haven't got this material in my machine, because basswood is very soft. This is incredibly hard. I probably should have said MDF. Let's go and see what happens. Okay, so I'm going to go process again. I'm going to go back. I'm going to leave it exactly where it is. And, right. What did they say? They said 45. I feel that 45 is going to be far too low. I've landed on 99. Shall I just... I wonder if I've got MDF in here. Let's have a look. Let's go there. If I type in 3mm MDF, 3mm MDF, see, it won't even give me a choice to do the foil. It would be score. See, that says 50. That says 25. None of this is letting me choose the foiling thing, so I am trying to trick it, really. What did Engrave say? 30. Okay, let's try. Let's come out of that. Let's go to 50. Oh, I can't remember what it said on the speed. I'll leave it at 20. It takes ages, this, anyway. I should have done a smaller one. Right, let's go again. Nothing like a trial and error, is there? Right, we'll come back to this when we're near the end. Okay, let's just see. Am I going to hit my phone again? Oh, just a bit. Okay, let's see if that made any difference. No, not really. It obviously doesn't like this substrate. See, look. You can see it's gone through a little bit, because you can see it through there, but obviously don't like that. But I have found out something else, something new. I'm in terrible light here, aren't I? I'll bring this down on the front. I might see if I can get rid of that. I might not be able to now. But I do like that it debosses it. That's just cool. I really like that. So that was a fluke, but it worked. Okay, so I've got one more thing I want to try. Let me just bring that over there. Okay, now I'm using a slightly different cardstock this time. I think this is like a, do you know, I don't even know what it is, but it feels thicker than the 250 that I've been using. And I've actually saved you the boredom of sitting watching me cut out. Again, I don't think you can see. Oh, there you go. I've just cut out strips of foil and then just stuck them down on the edges here. So I am going to go in, put my card here, and then I'm going to go back and do the old marking thing. So I'll come back and do that. So process again, back. We want to delete this marked area, confirm that, and mark again, but this time we do rectangle. It always defaults to rectangle. So let's go and do that. So same thing as before, I just bring my little crosshatch bit there, press the white button on the front, and then come across, same thing there, put my lid down without knocking my phone, get rid of these bits, and go again. Okay, so right now I know I've got my stuff sort of up there, I reckon. That should be okay. So I am going to tell it. Right, we're not on basswood. We're back on, they call it coloured cardboard. I don't know if they do like a cardstock, but, and I don't know, I might say craft paper actually. Let's have a look. So that says 140. Do you know what? I'm going to try it. I need to try these things, and you lot are my guinea pigs. So I'm going to try it on what it says, 140, and then just see what happens. I might speed it up a bit. Shall I? Go 30. Go on. Knock yourself out, Marianne. I do like to change things. Okay, press the start, and then I can go over to the machine and press start once it beeps. So my concern with this is because I've done little strips of foil, is it going to get caught in one of those strips there where they're not like completely overlapping? I didn't want to overlap them if I could help it. See, I don't know if this is enough at all. I don't think it is. Do you know what I'm going to do? I am going to, if I open the lid, it should stop automatically because that's a safety feature of it. And I just want to have a little peek. No, it's doing nothing. So, I'm going to start that again. Ooh, not the lid again. And do it on a higher setting. Right, 360, 20. Let's go back to 20. And start again. I do like to experiment. You know me, if you follow my videos, you know I try and experiment with everything I've got. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. We might be pleasantly surprised. We'll wait and see. I'm going to turn this off and I'll come back to it when it's nearly done. Okay, I can see already that I didn't stick it down properly. Look. That might have lifted when I've done this, I don't know. No, see, that's not... But then I'm using a different cardstock, aren't I? So I've just got to do some testing to get the pressure right. But I do love how that embosses this cardstock. So although I don't like that, I'm liking the other bit. So I'm sort of like, I'm still happy. I'm always happy. Right, while I was waiting for that, and this is something I've been wanting to try, and I don't know if it's going to work, if it's going to blow up on me, I don't know. Oh, risky, risky. Right, I am going to put my laser in. Always lock it in. Oh, I'm out of sight. Look. So when you put it in, let me just, you've got like a little bit there and that goes in there. So you literally just slide it in and you lock. I am going to take this out, and I'm going to put my little prism plate. Got a hair on there, that's nice. On there, and I'll put that there as well, because I'm going to put it about here. I'm going to show you what I've done. Right, so I don't like things going to waste. So I put some alcohol ink on there and on this side. You can see it's all over my fingers. And I thought to myself, I wonder, I don't know if this is dry enough yet. Probably should have waited. But I was thinking, I wonder if, let me just move that down a little bit. If I can, what's the word? Not score it, not cut it. I've forgotten the word, etch it. Oh, I've forgotten what the word is. I'll have a look in a minute. So I'm going to go back to, oh, that's such a shame that didn't work. It sort of did, but it didn't. I'm going to go back and mark this all out. So let me go back to the computer. Okay, process again, but go back. Delete marked area. Confirm. Mark area. This time, circle. Start marking. About there. I've got that at the top. Mark. About there. And about there. Now, I'm going to put the lid down, because I'm probably going to have to get it to measure, so I like to do that auto measure. Look at that. Now, this little guy here is auto measure. So I'm going to press that, and because I can see that is over the design or the area, I can press this and then you'll see it go down and measure. Right, the reason I'm concerned about this is alcohol ink. Alcohol ink, oh, engrave, that was it. Is that what I said? I can't remember now. Alcohol ink can catch fire. So I'm going to be watching it like a hawk. Like I say, maybe I should have let it dry more. I don't know. Why have I got me? I've got it on engrave. Power 20. Shall I try that? Let's try that. Let's do what it says again. Right. Didn't work last time though, did it? Okay. Go to process. Laser module. Start. And let's click the button. Oh my goodness. I can see it. Oh, is this a happy accident? Oh my goodness, I never knew it would do... Oh, sorry. I never knew it would do that. Oh, I've got to keep it in the light. I actually thought it would engrave through, because look, it's brown wood there. I don't think it's white all the way through. This was the back side of it. I quite like that pattern as well. How amazing is that? I'm frightened to touch it. Oh my God. Right, okay. Let's recap. Okay, so every day's a school day, as I keep saying. I absolutely love this multicolour foiling. How it came out is beautiful. This was my second one I done. I've missed a little bit. It's weird how they're both exactly the same cardstock, exactly the same foils, exactly the same settings. And it come out slightly, it just missed a teeny tiny bit down here. So it is a little bit trial and error with the foiling, but I don't mind that. My trial and error there, just, it went wrong. I caught up my bit there. I mean, you can see that some of it's come out, but again, happy accident, because I love the debossed look. Can you see that? It's just gorgeous. Anyway, this was a true happy accident, wasn't it? Because it's just amazing. Nothing to do with foiling, but look at that. Isn't it gorgeous? I honestly thought if I was engraving it, look, it's got like a brown edge. Does that mean it's white all the way through? I thought it was going to be like a wood all the way through, and this is a white laminate. Oh, obviously, I didn't go deep enough to take off the laminate bit. I'm glad it didn't catch fire. I really wanted to try this because it was alcohol ink. I think it's come out absolutely gorgeous. So all in all, I'm really chuffed with all this. Can you tell? But one thing I do want to say, and I'm not trying to sell you this machine, and like, you know, I don't want anyone ever thinking I'm ever trying to sell them anything. I just like sharing my joy in crafting. But they have got a Black Friday sale on, and I know it's on right now because I treated myself this morning. Don't tell my husband. To the riser base and another ink cartridge so I don't run out. I really wanted the riser base because it's got the honeycomb mesh, and apparently that gives you a much better lasered finish, and everyone just goes on about that it's meant to be so much better. So I treated myself because it was in the sale. So I will put links there. I'm actually using the M1 Ultra machine, not any other. I know a lady, Mary, bless her, she was like, $4,000. I was like, no, it weren't that much. I mean, I know they're not cheap, but it weren't that much. But I think like just where I've done a generic link, the first one you see is the $4,000 one. That's not what I'm using. I'm using the M1 Ultra. But do take a look, because even if you've got this machine and then you want to get some bits in the sale, treat yourselves while it's in the sale. Why not? But yeah, I hope you're enjoying my journey so far. I have got another video coming out later in the week. Nothing to do with the machine, just back to plain old crafting. But I've got many more videos for the M1 Ultra lined up for you. It's all in my head, hopefully, in case it falls out. So yeah, thanks ever so much for being with me and sharing in my excitement. And I will leave you with these. Ooh. Thanks, guys. Take care. Bye.